how they come.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today we'll be discussing about fire and then firemen, especially in the Nigerian context. Fire service in Nigeria, yeah. And I have a guest with me here who is, of course, qualified to teach us about the basic things we need to know about.
Qualified.
Qualified.
I'm not
because because
qualified.
she's what, a firefighter. So please, I'll let her introduce herself to you.
Hey guys, my name is Dami Chebam, and here is the honorable guest, the one and only guest. Her name is Miss Joyce Sukoyabe Chebam.
And yeah, that is because she won't let us do this video without her. So please,
she's honorable.
Be talking about fire and some of the common causes of fire, and then she'll be sharing with us a few experiences of her as a firefighter, and then we will also be addressing the common dissatisfaction of Nigerian people with the Nigerian Fire Service. So I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as we do. All right. So Mrs. Firefighter, let's go straight to the questions. So I would like you to please tell us some of the common causes of fire.
You're saying that most persons are already used to fire happening. Okay, if I'm to even ask the Nigerian man what is fire, I'll tell you say fire na fire. So what is fire?
Fire na fire na.
You see what is the fuel in the fuel tanker is the fuel. That's the anything that can burn.
Yeah.
The heat is the sun that is on it, and then we have oxygen in the atmosphere. So these three comes together in the right proportion, and that's when there's boom.
Yeah.
You get, that's when there's this chemical reaction that shows boom, and then you have fire. So I hope we understand. Fire does not just happen. It's not magic. Something must come together in the right proportion that brings about fire. I don't want to talk about the common causes of fire in other countries. I just want to talk about Nigeria. One, and we have electrical fire.
Okay.
And that can happen when, and this is common in Nigeria. And I really want to advise, please, I know that you have the money to always credit your meter and all that, but anytime you're going out or whoever is in the house, let it be like a law. Whoever is going out, the last person in the house should always switch off their electrical appliances, because that has actually been the most reasons for fire outbreak, not just in the house, for even in some of these shopping malls.
Yeah.
You get some of these shopping malls, you just discover that by the time we really find the cause of the fire, it boils down to electrical fire. Maybe something was not switched on, maybe there was a spark, maybe there was like a wrong connection. And in most Nigerian homes, like 70% of Nigerian homes, please go and check their wiring. Just check, even for this our house, check their wiring. Very wrong. It's not like the fault of the landlord or the fault of the owner of the house, even down to other, like, you just call anybody, then they'll just come fix rubbish. You get, and then it goes like, oh, it's fine, it's perfect. But you don't know the repercussion of these things in years to come, because these are things that has to do with human lives. And then there's heat, there's oxygen, you get, and there's fuel. So at the end of the day, just a spark, and then the house starts burning. So this electrical fire is the major cause. Then let's go to kitchen. Gas.
Yes, dangerous.
Gas. Now, I'm saying these things, I don't want to sound very professional. That's why I'm trying to, come down to a level. Gas. Auntie, no vex. They off that thing before you come off your house.
Abio.
No, they put your gas cylinder, you're not supposed to inside your kitchen.
Exactly.
No, seriously, you're not supposed to inside your kitchen. You know why? Because anything can happen. And let me tell you something about fire. It's not going to send you like okay, I think was it not sometimes last year, be last like 2 years back, where we had some robbery incidents in Lagos, and they were sending letters. They will tell you we are coming to this year. Fire is not
Yeah.
like that. Fire will not send you letter.
Not give you
It
notice.
will not even give you notice. As a matter of fact, you would not even know. And please, Nigerians, this is not a matter of God forbid, enough will happen to me. I reject it in Jesus' name. I'm a Christian, I go to church, I believe in God, He's my father. But faith is without work.
It's
Without
dead.
without what? Work is dead.
It's dead.
So if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're going to face what you're not supposed to face. It's
Exactly.
simple. And then what are you supposed to do? Please, please and please and please. I know Nigeria houses. I know how annoying it can be. Like, and how the kitchen can be so tiny. So at the end of the day, you don't really have a place to
Where
put
you
your
keep the gas.
your gas cooker. So you're left with no choice than putting your gas
Fix it
cooker
somewhere in the
inside
kitchen.
that kitchen.
Wrong.
Like, it's actually very wrong.
Wrong.
Just try as much as possible. Like, when you want to take an apartment, you look through very well. You check out the place, see what you can do. Because these are the things. God forbid an explosion. God forbid an explosion. And probably you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yeah.
And some persons cannot perceive gas.
Some people.
Someone
they are
like my
deep
grandmother.
sleeper.
Someone like
Myself, I'm a deep sleeper.
You
If
get?
anything happens, I might not
So
really know.
the house would have burnt down, and God forbid you burning with it.
Yeah.
And fire is not your mate.
Okay.
Candles, like people will just switch on the candle
And let
and
it
sleep
burn.
off. I think that happened when I was in school a lot. You just switch on the candle like you want to read. While you are doing, while you are reading the reading. Maybe it's book that is reading you, or you're the one that is reading. You just sleep off, and then before you say Jack Robin, by the time you just sleep off, and then boom, it's already, pouring down your carpet, and then boom. So that's another cause, fire. Then bush burning.
Okay.
Bush burning, because there's this thing that is like flakes. Like, you see this tiny, like when you burn stuff, you see that thing that goes on like that, it can cause fire. So when you're burning, like you're burning bushes and all that, please be there to ensure that the fire goes out totally.
Completely.
So in the process of this burning, please ensure that it goes out totally. And these are like the major causes of fire in Nigeria: electrical, gas, bush burning, candle, not switching off the major things that you're supposed to switch off.
Thank you very much. So I think from the causes of fire, we can also already deduce some of the things that we can do to prevent it. So please just quickly give us a rundown of some of the preventive measures. I'd also like to know the way we prevent fire from the kitchen. Is it different from probably the things we have to do to prevent fire from the offices, our homes, and all of those
they're all
other
different
places?
because there are different things that are used for different things. You get, like in the kitchen now, you have your gas, you have your gas burner, you have a lot of things. Some persons, even when they are frying something, you just say boom. You get. Some persons are so scared, they don't know what to do. Well, when something like that happens, just look for a towel. That's why fire blanket is very important in the kitchen. But if you cannot afford fire blankets, just always ensure that you have something cool, or let me say a towel that is damp. So as soon as your fry pan is doing boom, just cover it. You starve it. So you starve it. So there's no oxygen that's coming. Something has already been eliminated. So there's no explosion.
Right.
You don't have to run out of your kitchen. It's not that serious. It's not that bad. Because the moment you run out, by the time you touch something else, and then there's already heat in the kitchen, there's also like almost there's oxygen there and then there's fuel, which is already what is burning, and they're all in the right proportion. You're giving room for explosion. So you can just always ensure that there's actually, please don't start pouring water.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Don't start pouring water. You're only going to escalate the issue.
Wow.
I don't want to.
I thought water was supposed to put off fire.
No, it's not all fire like you do that for. Because if I'm to start diving into that, we no go come off for you.
Okay.
But please, obedience is better than
sacrifice.
You wouldn't please don't start asking fire lightly. If you can, get a fire blanket. Then for electrical fire, please just ensure that all these things, they are fixed well, they are wired well. You get.
Make sure you get a professional.
You get a
not
professional.
Not this roadside electricians.
You get. Make sure you get a professional, and then please let's buy original things. I know that there are a lot of fake things out there, especially when it comes to wiring. Because you just buy, even to chargers, you just buy something today, you plug it and boom, it cannot
You
be, you
get.
cannot even avoid it from happening, but you can prevent it from happening, because
Yeah.
fire
is
will
like,
always happen. You dey fall sick, you get malaria,
yeah,
you get, you
yeah.
can prevent it,
Yeah.
you get,
Mhm.
but you cannot avoid it, because your body one time or the other will break down,
Yes.
you get. But what you do will determine how much you break down.
Okay.
I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yes,
It will determine
yes.
how much you break down. The same thing with fire. So I know God has already forbidden it. No evil will come near your dwelling. Yes, it's there. But you too, what are you doing
Yeah.
about that evil not coming near
Not
your
coming near
dwelling?
you. Yeah.
So you saw those electrical appliances, then please don't
Station
overload.
boxes. Okay.
Overloading. Now, in every extension box, there's a manual.
Okay.
If there's no manual,
And
behind
funny enough,
the
Nigerians don't go through the
We
stress
don't-
of reading manuals.
no,
I personally, I've never bought an extension. I'm like, let me read.
you see,
I don't.
she's guilty.
I'm like, what do we need it for?
No, but I'm also very guilty. I think it was when I got into the system,
Okay.
and then my boss would be like, "You people don't read. You people don't read," and I'll be like, "Oga, what are we reading?" There's always manual at the back. You get,
Yeah.
so there's always manual at the
Mm.
back. There's always something. See, they will always tell you and this. Do not put this and this together,
Yeah.
because the people that created the matter, they know what is the matter that cause matter.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
they're telling you don't do this, and then but trust the Nigerian man. Waiting.
You know, we
Now
don't
today,
care.
now you know my grandfather don't dey use this extension. You don't tell. No, I'm telling you, like we're all guilty. My father they use this extension. Nothing do am.
Yeah.
Now just comot this thing. Boom. There was a fire outbreak in one of our stations, and then when we did all the survey, we discovered that it was what AC. My sister AC, and
Wow.
the AC was they just plugged the AC to the wall and boom. And you know fire travels. Fire is
In
happening
seconds.
here. And before you say Jack, not even Robinson,
It has
it's
entered the
already
next
at the
building.
gates. Do you get? It has entered the next building. So please don't overload those extensions. Plug your phone. If you want to sleep, unplug it. It's
Yeah.
not that hard. On every cylinder, there's a place to switch off
Yeah.
and switch on.
So it's not enough just turning
It's
off
not
on the
no,
stove
not
from the
just
gas.
from the burner itself.
Okay.
You have to just go turn off that one, especially when you have a minor in the house.
Yeah.
When you have a minor in the house, this one example, this one
I'm telling you.
they watch keenly. There have been several occasions of fire outbreak caused by minors. They don't.
Yes.
All they need to do is see you just.
Exactly.
That's all. And then if you don't switch it off, God forbid, you know the way they've gotten there. Boom. Do you understand? So if you're going to leave them at home, some of these things, see, fire can be prevented.
Keep it far away from
Keep it
their
far
reach.
away. You see, fire extinguishers, we can never outdo this. You call first.
And then
The why you're if you guys are more than one, why you're calling and pulling a call through, get
Yeah.
your fire extinguisher, and then you're extinguishing that fire. Fire extinguisher, smoke detectors. Smoke detectors are very good because by the time it looks like these three wants to combine to make the right proportion to bring about a chemical reaction,
Yeah.
the smoke detector would have detected that okay, there's something happening here. So
Okay.
before there will be an outburst, it's already like an alarm.
Okay.
It's already like an alarm. It's already signifying you
Yes, baby.
something is wrong. Something is wrong.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
So then fire alarm. If you have a fire alarm in your house, is very, very important, especially when you have kids, when you have minors.
The House of Rep rejected, the plan by the Nigerian federal government to allow firemen to, So do you
hold
think it's
arms.
really necessary for firemen or fire service to, hold arms?
Yes, I think it's necessary, especially for this present day Nigeria. No, seriously. Like they call firemen, they don't respond, and then when they now finally respond, they come and just start throwing stone. Excuse me, what if your sister was there? You get? So I think that there should be an arm of firefighters that deals with this thing. It does not necessarily have to be the whole firefighters carrying the arm generally. You get? We can just have a particular department that deals with arms. You get? That we know that okay, when we are turning out for fire,
Yeah.
these guys are also turning out with us. So
Okay.
in case
Enough
of
because-
firemen being injured, you get, just because you're attacking them, you attack the fire truck, you attack the firemen, you injure them, all in the name of what? Do you understand? All in the name of they didn't respond. So when you call the other paramilitary personnel and they don't respond, do you go burning down their station?
Especially
do you
the
understand?
military.
Do you understand? Do you go burning down their station?
Yeah.
Do you go there and start fighting them? You dare not. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You dare not do that. So why do that to us? Why attacking us when all we are just trying to do is to ensure that you're safe? And then you also forget that we're humans and we're in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I think there should be I think the federal government should also please still consider that even if it's not going to be the whole firemen, you should let's say like a department, like we have the admin and other departments, let them be armed men. So when firemen are turning out, they are also turning out with them. So by the time you try to attack a fireman and then you see another fireman with a gun, you dare come near them.
But don't you think it could lead to some abuse? Because we have had records of probably some of this military or paramilitary
Abuse
parastatals abuse their power. You see, some men are just some men in the military or paramilitary parastatals. So don't you think it would just make the case probably worse?
I want us to understand that in every paramilitary, in every military setting, there are rules and regulations.
Yeah.
You get? And I'm sorry to say, in context, some of these guys that do these things, they are not following the constitution. Okay. You get? And some of them cannot do it in front of a higher authority. Some of them do it all in the name of uniform. Do you get? Don't even be surprised that some of these guys are not even really the custom men. Okay. Do you get? Yeah. Every para status has their rules and regulations. So I don't think there should be, because I'm a medical doctor does not mean I have to overdose my patients. There are rules and regulations to things. So I don't think that there will be misuse of power as long as there are written down rules and regulations and there are commitments to some of these things. By the time you know that, okay, if you do this, there are punishments to some of these basic things. Yeah. You get? That's why you see some of them, when you see them, they are trying to hide their name tag. They are trying to hide because they know that they can't, if they are caught. So that's to tell you that it's not, Nigeria will not just send somebody to the road to go kill anybody. Federal government wouldn't do that. Okay. They wouldn't do that. There will not be misuse of power. Okay. And the reason for the arms is not just for you to attack anybody that probably to shoot down or to anybody. No, it's just for you to know that, see, we are also here and we also have the right to stop you. Yeah. You get? Yeah. We also have the right to stop you. Any act of violence against firemen, in the course of their operation, we have the right to stop you. Okay. You get? Because we can't keep losing firemen and all in the name of these men. They're married. Some women, they're married. We're all firemen in context, but these people have families. Is there like
a term that in this fire service stuff, we see men and then we see women? Are they like, is it like one term that describe them, like firemen?
They're firemen.
Can you just say firewoman?
No, there's no firewoman. They are firemen.
Oh, okay.
They are firemen because we are all fitted.
I see.
Yes. There's no fire. How does this sound? Firewoman. They're all firemen. We're all men.
Okay, and that brings us to the next question. How does it feel being a woman in a male-dominated profession like fire service?
Well, is it male-dominated?
Yes.
Well, obviously. Yeah. But I think it's cool, and I really appreciate the federal government of Nigeria for thinking wise, so involved in seriously. It's fun. It's
questions
fun, really.
From the Nigerian populace. A lot of Nigerians are, they are dissatisfied, in quote, let me put it that way, in the way that firemen probably respond to emergency situations. So these are just like 2 or 3 questions that come from people, and as a representative of the Nigerian people.
Let me just put it in one. Put it in one box. Just put all the questions in one box.
Okay. The question is, why are firemen always late to, emergency situations? When it's either they come late, when the fire must have done some damages, or
I knew that they were going to ask this question.
Or when they do come, it's either they don't come prepared. So sometimes they have this excuse that there's no water, there's no light in the office, the truck broke down.
Nigerians. Nigeria will always be Nigeria. I think we should get that, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, see, everybody is guilty. Both the Nigeria men, both the people asking the questions, both the... I know, on a more serious note.
Okay.
On a more serious note. Talk about a country. Okay, let's talk about... You expect the firemen to just appear like wizards. There's a fire, and then you don't put a call through till like almost 20 or 30 minutes after.
Okay.
Then when you finally put a call through, you just want us to appear like spirits. We are going to leave the fire station. You get, and come down. And some persons, it's just quacks, and it's just quacks in the sense that they don't. It's not real.
It's not real fire.
Yes, so
Many cases that firemen
several
were called and
there was no fire.
Really, I didn't know that.
Except there was a particular one that happened, and I was a part of it. They called, the firemen turned out, and then all they wanted to do was attack the firemen.
Wow, that's extreme.
Do you understand? All they wanted to do was attack. There was no fire. And then in the case where there's fire, see, you can't. We are not witches or wizards. Do you understand? Like in the FCT now, you have different stations everywhere. Okay. So all you need to do is know the closest fire station number to call. Yeah. Don't go and call the one in. If you go and call the one at Yanya, the one at Yanya will have to probably call the one at Soka. The one at Soka is just putting the and you know number one, put so many things. Our calling system network is there. Then when our men finally turn out, you're hearing the siren, what do you call it? They are not giving way.
Yeah.
No, let's be realistic. I'm not. Yes, it's my field. I definitely will defend my cause. But at the same time, Nigerians, we have a lot of problems. We have to now. You see fire truck doing pom 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 pom. That is to just tell you that there's an emergency somewhere. Give way. No, it's that time some persons. And in case you don't know, if you go and hit a fire truck, the fire truck is not guilty. No, in case you don't know. You know, in the Nigeria, like it's in the constitution.
Oh, really?
Do you get? If we are not guilty, you will face your problem by yourself.
Wow.
Because you're supposed to what? Give way. But number one, we don't give way.
Okay.
Most cars, they don't get. You even hear them complain, and because they do say, "Man can't come off for road for you." What if it's your house that is burning? Do you get? What if it's your children that are at risk?
Yeah.
But we don't consider all this things. Selfishness has eaten the heart of a lot of Nigerians. And then, I beg, you go wait today. All you need to do is what? Just give way. No, you don't give way. By the time these men get to the scene of fire, the fire has escalated. What do you want them to do? They will still do what they can do as firemen. But you shouldn't put the fault on them, because I'm a firefighter and I can tell you, the moment there's a call, you see them turning out. There's no restlessness. You see firemen turning. They can be. I've seen one. He was eating. They just heard the alarm. They've not even probably gotten, like, while we are still trying to get data, they're already, fitted, and then they're already inside the truck. They're already moving. New fire truck that we have.
Yeah.
The federal government has really, really tried in this aspect. We have fire trucks and we have fire stations in most states right now. Okay. You get, with very good fire truck, with water tender, with fire ambulance and all that. You get. So, but in every fire station right now, there's no problem of water.
You can confidently
yes, I can confidently, there's no water problem anywhere. Okay. You get.
Yeah.
There's no water problem anywhere. But now, Nigeria is keen, federal government is so, has taken full responsibility, and they are so intentional about the security and the safety of everybody. So it's now left for us to do the right thing. Okay. When you see a fire truck, an ambulance, or whatsoever, and it looks like an emergency, Biko, Ejo, how will I even put it in Hausa? Please give way. I can't say this enough. Give way. If there's even hold up, create way
for them to move.
Brother, auntie, mother, it can be your house on fire.
Yeah, that's right.
It can be your house on fire. You get, it can be your house on fire. And then another thing I want to tell Nigerians, please stop dwelling on the problems of Nigeria. Start thinking of a positive way. You get, you that you're complaining, what are you doing?
What are you doing to?
What are you doing to make it
Instead
better?
of filming, why don't you just call
and
immediately?
Some of you people, you won't film, you won't call. It's after you are filmed, I say, wait till even be that their number said. No, seriously.
Speaking of which, that brings me to the next question. Like, how do we reach firemen when there is fire? I don't really have any idea.
She's going to put the fire, then the numbers on the dashboard. You're going to see it on the screen. You're going to see the numbers on the screen. Yes,
where there
everywhere.
is fire,
Then you can
emergency
always
numbers, you can
call like the
alright.
emergency number generally for Nigeria. Like you have 911, we have is 112.
112,
Is
really?
112, yes.
Oh,
So you can dial 112, and then any kind of emergency, not just fire.
okay.
Any kind of emergency.
That's
But for
interesting.
fire, you're going to see
On the screen.
it on the screen. So you can call, and then if you're in a state beyond the having the fire the normal fire numbers, you can also find out their numbers for that state. You know, which will be faster for you. You can find out their numbers for that state.
Okay.
See, let's be intentional about making Nigeria better in every way. I'm going to say it again. Fire is your friend, fire is your enemy. That's the irony of life. But fire can be a devil.
Yeah.
It can. See, fire is the thing that will burn down everything that you have, God forbid, that you have worked for over 40 years.
In just seconds.
And then you cannot, the only thing you will see is ashes. And please, anywhere you are, there's always a muster point. Fire incident in this house or in this building, the muster point is where everybody goes to. Please don't say you want to start looking for your phone. Leave that place.
Advice and last words for the Nigerian populace.
Well, my own is you should just know that firefighters are your friends. The same way police are your friends and every other person are your friends. Firefighter, we're here, you know, to safeguard lives, properties.
Okay.
You get? We are here to prevent fire. We are here to fight that fire for you. We are here to ensure that you don't lose everything you've worked for. Yeah. So please stop hating us.
Exactly.
Stop hating us.
In other words, fire is the enemy, not firemen.
No, that's it. Stop hating us. Stop getting angry, or stop getting angry unnecessarily and pointing it on us. We are not the solution to the problem.
We're not the problem.
We are not even
the
problem.
solution to the problem.
We are okay, fine. We are the solution
to the problem. We're not the problem.
No, we are not the problem. Stop hating us. We are here to safeguard lives and properties.
That brings us to the end of this discussion. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did, and more importantly, that you got value. I mean, before now, I didn't know I have to read the extension manual before using them. But now I do. So please like, share, and leave me your comments. I like to interact with you. I love to see your comments. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do so and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on subsequent videos. Thank you so much.